Okay, let's start again here. Man, that was the kind of deal that didn't work. Again, this one's set up, so the first thing we do is go into list and we go into Jan's Pottery. Now, if you don't have a separate bank account for your business, I strongly suggest you set it up for practical purposes, business purposes, tax purposes. So these here, you don't have an option to name your first three bank accounts because whatever you put down for your business is going to transfer over to that bank account and to, as far as your first three deals of income, if you have three different businesses or if you just have one. So again, so if you go here to January 1, here it's going to show Jan's Pottery. Okay, so that's going to be your business one, and your cash flow again like in the other page here. You have to put in your starting amount for whatever bank account this is, your business bank account to get started. So let's go back here to list, and then so you just name those. That's all you need to do. And then on your other ones, these part here for your different bank accounts, you just rename them again, whether it's Wells Fargo or U.S. Bank or Key Bank or whatever it happens to be. You just name your bank accounts. And then the next thing we do is we go to income here, and again, these first three are already named. You can't change those because they're set up that way. And because for the cash flow and the P&Ls, those are set up for that particular way. Now the income here, these are you named, whether you put in your name or who you work for or whatever, however you want to do it. You have 5 in here that you can put in for personal, and then we've got the 3 in here for business. And again, that's all you need to do. Once you do that, everything's set up. So all you need to do is go in here and using the different drop-down menus. So let's go ahead and put one in here, and let's say we put the second in here, and let's say this one here we're gonna, again, we'll do just because it's in there, Jan's Pottery, and this day we made $500. And again, now whatever income you do, this needs to go into that bank account. Occasionally you might change it, but it's not likely. So we do that, and then okay, let's say here on the 3rd that we went there, and let's say we had to get some, again, on these drop down here with the long deals, you just put in like M and whichever ones you need to go here, do here. So let's say we needed to get something from Microsoft. A little slow here. And again, the category is going to be Jan's Pottery because these have to go into the deal so that everything gets categorized into your business. The other ones are all for your personal. So this one here for Microsoft, let's say it was maintenance, and you had to get a computer worked on or whatever. Okay, and it wasn't a whole lot of money. Let's say it was only $241.55. And again, the bank account that it came out of needs to be your business account, and I'll show you here in a minute why. So we put those in there, and let's now again, the January here, the black tab here, this is your master account. Okay, this is going to show everything, business and personal. Okay, but then like I said, we've got these other ones broke down here. So there, we put in $500 on that one, and it shows up. Okay, why? Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, I'm not sure why. This is a little slow. It works. Not sure why it's not showing up right. Okay. My computer is really slow, so sometimes it takes a while for it to populate, but it will go there because I've checked them all. And then again, you got all the here. Now here's why you do this, because we've got actually, let's go back to menu here. So go to menu here, and down here you can go to your different P&Ls, okay? And again, not perfect, but it's a good deal to do here, okay? So everything that we put in there. Now once you put the, because these are pivot tables, again, what you have to do is, in order to update them, you got to go to Data, hit Refresh All, and then it'll repopulate, you know, whatever that you put in there in the recent deal. So, and that's why. And then we, again, each one of these has a category here. My computer is so slow when I'm trying to do this, because I have to have 4 programs running at the same time in order to record these. So there, the $500 that we just put in there for Jan's Pottery shows up, and then that's your income deals. And then down below here, there, the maintenance that we put in, it shows up now. So that's how that works. And the reason that they're so far apart is because these will populate. As you populate them, they'll expand down. So, and then we've got each month in here. This is the, you know, January, and then they go over, you know, there's the end of the first quarter, you know, and down here we've got January in there, and then you got to scroll down here, and then this is just, all this stuff over here is just so they all populate the right way. And then you get into February, and further down you got March. And that's why we're doing it this particular way, so that there's a P&L in there. So if we go back to menu here, let's say you want to take a look at what it is at the end of the year, and there. So we have Jan's Pottery, everything that you've done. There's all your income for the year, what your grand total is. And again, you got to scroll quite a ways down here to get the second half, because they will expand. And then everything that you spent, you know, then you categorized into the business, will show up here, and it will show you what your grand totals are. So that, you know, and then the other stuff on here, you know, you just have your regular stuff in here. It's all broke down by categories. And then over here on the other side here, we've got all your different category graphs, you know, what your income graphs are for the year. So that's there. Different, you know, this is not a bad idea to have. This is going to take a while to populate again, because my computer is so friggin' slow. Yeah, again, where you spent the most money, you know, it's not broke down by category, or it's broke down by category, but not total. And again, these things, no matter where you're at on these pages and stuff, it's always going to have a menu deal here, where you can go back to that. Now, the other thing that I've got in here is you can go to your accounts total. Okay, so here's your accounts. Okay, everything that Jan's Pottery did, you know, on account 1 is going to show up on there, and it's going to show what it is, you know, each one by the quarter, and what your totals are. And if you go back and look at the P&L, these match up to what the P&Ls are. So then so you can scroll over, so that, you know, let's say we go to our first one, that's personal, so account 4, and those other ones are all across, because there was only one category. Now when you get into the personal, here for this particular bank account, you know, you got, you know, all different kind of categories are going to populate all the way through, and everything that you enter in your actuals January through December are going to go to the right page in the right spot. So you know, these are about, you know, how many was there? Like 1,000,003 different internal links on this particular deal. So anyhow, everything that's in there. Again, all you need to do once you go in there to your list and your income, and you name those, all you have to do is go in and fill out day by day what your income is and what your vendor is. It takes 5 or 10 minutes, and then all the charts and graphs and everything else is completely up to date. Your cash flows, you know, as you go here, let's go back here again to whatever balance you have on whatever particular bank account is. It's going to show you what your existing balance is as you go. Again, over here you've got your different graphs, what your monthly cash flow is, your income, your expenses, what your net is, and what your available cash is by the day. So that's it. Again, it's pretty simple to use. You shouldn't have any problems. I spent a couple days going through and making sure that all the links and everything were populated in the right place, and so I think we got it all set up. And there's what, 1.7 million different links and formulas and rules and stuff in here. So took a little while to get it through all the checklists and stuff, but there you have it, and you should be good to go.